Okay, I'm going to circle back around on the Lisa Johnson case. Um, the police have ruled it some sort of crazy suicide. I don't know, it's very strange, and it doesn't make sense. And her father is asking for people to sign a petition. I've posted that in my community tab section about her, along with my video links and a couple of our articles that I found, I think, with regard to her case. So this is going to be my coming back around to have a look at her case. I don't believe it was a suicide, so I'm just going to ask Spirit to reveal, the Creator to reveal the truth, whether or not Lisa was murdered and who is responsible at the end of the day for her death, for her ending up underneath a bridge and her vehicle not far from her body, found, I guess, left. There was some front passenger damage, and the window, I think I read that there was a window, I think it was the back one, that was broken like out, or really smashed. So that is not the action, I don't believe, of somebody that's going to go and commit suicide. I think that's the action of somebody that's murdered. Because it was not her doing. She didn't put herself under that bridge. They know it. Let's just take a look what the cards will say. And again, I ask Spirit to assist me to read clearly and accurately, and I am asking, please, without interruption. All right. So, I'm looking at this from the perspective of Lisa and the universe's perspection of the bigger picture, or trying to anyway. And what I'm shown is, I'm shown the Knight of Cups. And I'm again given that feelings were involved in something here. That this may have been somebody wrapped up kind of in their feelings. And it could be that they're saying what they think. I'm not quite sure. Let's just lay down some more cards to get the direction. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. This shows somebody feeling that they're like getting assaulted. I mean, for this to me tells me this was an emotional, again, based relationship. Somebody may have made a request. They may have even asked her to go to a place or to meet up. May have been a request. And then she gets attacked. That's what crosses her. And, she was thinking on something for sure. And I'm shown the Sun, that there is clarity and truth. That is the truth. She was assaulted. She didn't assault herself, not in this way. This is showing like it's already like looking like a bit of a lure. Eight of Pentacles. We're dealing, I think, with money, and I think with potentially with the idea of like doubling money, this could go with the gambling scene potentially, but it's the Eight of Pentacles. Typically, it is by experience and connected to work, sometimes, where you're getting promoted or there's some completion, you're working to complete something. So I can say that's where her head was at. Maybe something with work, I'm not sure, or some kind of training, or maybe she was really focused in on that. Let's see what shows up in her near past. A new beginning of growth, and maybe the beginning of some kind of income, with maybe the work tied in here, a new job. But gambling, I don't know. Are they going to associate it with the Fool? I think quite possibly, because it is a gamble with the Fool. To the degree, I just get with the Fool that I don't think that she was aware of the fact that she was in danger. So I'm thinking someone may have appealed to her. I see her kind of wrapped up in her own, it looks like thoughts about work or a promotion or something, but then she's crossed by this situation of what it looks like to be an assault. And she unwarily falls into a trap. And again, I feel like somebody lured her that evening. I do not think she decided to do this. No. Yeah, this is what isn't known. This is the secret. This is the fact that she was, I believe, lured. And there's instability in her environment. And those with whom she knows and associates with, somebody closer or that's coming into her environment, they are unstable, maybe unstable financially. And she looks like good prey. And they might know that she likes to go to these gambling halls, or, some people like to play the slots or do whatever. And I just think that there's a connection this way, and someone that had to know that and was watching her, either by that's what they do, watch for people to cozy up to that have been playing and, I don't know, victimize. But this could also be somebody who knew that, and that we're dealing with somebody that lacks stability, has a problem with money, and thus I think are quite desperate. And they have secrets. They might have a gambling problem themselves. And there's going to be, they fear being figured out. They fear being identified. They are trying to keep this hidden with the moon. This is a cover-up. Is it? There is heartbreak. Yeah, no shit. And with the death of this woman, this has caused a great deal of heartbreak for her community. I wish the cards would show me, but their cards are not wanting to reveal even a court card. Well, the Knight of Cups is actually the one court card, so it could be a younger person. This could be somebody that also, with it being cups, a Knight of Cups, This person could be up to the ages of 35, even as a knight, but they would be as an adult, somebody that should be getting an adult court card. They're going to, be a little younger or a little less mature than maybe they should be. And if this is a young adult, then that makes sense. But with the cups, it's making me feel like this person would have a propensity to addictive behavior themselves, and they may have been the one responsible for assaulting her and trying to cover up with her planting her body under a bridge and leaving the car the way they did. And I see this person is definitely looking over their shoulder. This was an opportunity that they took. But there's going to be balance here. This is the card that calls for moderation in choice and in opportunities and using thoughtful action. So this person, I don't think, did that, obviously. When they chose, I feel like, to assault her, and I feel like they wanted something, maybe the money. They have a lot of weight on their conscience, to the point about her death that I think that their sleep, that there is disrupted. I think their mind is was unsettled prior, and I think this has only made it more unsettled. I'm feeling like they're getting nightmares. I'm feeling like they feel like her spirit is haunting them. Seriously with this. This to me is trying to get peace of mind through rest and just, daily life. And you can see that that's not going to happen here. And this card does have a link into causing a death state, typically too. So somebody's choices here. Somebody didn't have to do this. It was a choice they made to take advantage and do what they did because they thought that she'd have some bank on her, that she'd have some money on her. Or they were just upset with her. But I definitely feel that she was targeted. There may be the authorities, there might be someone in authority that will maybe reactivate this case. It's her father. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, her father with the Emperor card, and he keeps trying to bring it, keeping it out in the profile and trying to get justice for her with his petition. There's a particular person it looks like he's looking to get the help of, or who will be giving his help, which is a King of Cups. So I think that's coming, and that's very positive for Lisa's case. The Tower, that this just happened so quickly. And I feel like he doesn't feel like he has any real clarity that she's just gone. And I get a King of Pentacles and a card of feeling that something's been taken. this could go with the father feeling like, their daughter has been taken from them, something precious, by somebody being thoughtless. And they deserve definitely to be exposed. And I think this could be a drumming up of activity in support of getting her case looked at again. Yeah, the Hanged Man. It's going to go from this place of suspension, her case, to active. Wheel of Fortune. Something's going to come up. Fate. The universe presses forward, and there's new active energy going on with her case with the and it has to do with somebody being evil and heartless and letting their vices lead them and lead their actions rather than their heart or their mind or anything else. It is pure ego that is in charge, and that's why it's so deadly. So I think her case is going to get, at least I believe, people revealed and some activity going on where there's motive. And there's also an emotional investment around a King of Wands. I don't know if this is like somebody that I almost feel like this is maybe a new attorney or somebody like that that's going to be really actively bringing her case to light or putting, going forward. And there's also a King of Swords who's very dutiful to seeing the truth come out. Again, probably her father, or quite possibly maybe a couple of attorneys and family. And they are not kidding. They will see it through to the end. And she's acknowledging, actually, I'm getting her family here, because her family are going to see this, going to create the change that's needed in bringing the truth, I feel like, more quickly. She's acknowledging. There's that Queen of Pentacles and Judgment. Again, I think somebody thought that she would have some money on her and decided to go for it, decided to act on impulse. I feel like it's to rob her of things of value. And I believe her mother will continue to bring, and her father, to bring attention to this case, and attention through his daughter. Now, she's born on the cusp of Pisces and Aries. But that's the first queen I've gotten. I see her father's involvement. Strength. There's some confusion, and she was overpowered. I think somebody may have even put something in a drink, may have even drugged her. So they should do a panel with that Seven of Cups, because this deals with enduring, and I feel like somebody perhaps taking physical command over your ability to come and go, to act and think clearly here. And so I'm feeling like, looks like someone's affecting her ability to be in control of her own body and actions here, with some creating confusion, or a dreamy kind of state, a confused kind of state. And I see a King of Cups. I did get a Knight of Cups covering her, so I'm wondering if this person is connected. It feels like there's more than one person. I don't know if this was a group of people that she had joined while she was out at these casinos. But it feels that way. And I'm getting men. Her father. But men acting. I think this is her, and I think she's identifying as Aries. And I think with this Two of Swords, this is being incapacitated. So again, she's confirming the feeling of being incapacitated by, I think, people that she was with. Because with the Two of Swords, you can neither go forward or backward. You're sort of in a state of suspension, usually reflective state. So there's some awareness, but you're not able to go one way or another for whatever reason. And I feel like this is her. Now here's a Queen of Swords. But I feel like this is connected to her death. There may be a woman. Maybe there was a woman and a man that she met up with that night. Possibly a Queen of Swords and a King of Cups. I think the decision around her, or the connection to her death, will definitely be looked at again, and as not as a suicide, because that is, I'm getting the autopsy. Somebody else is going to say, I think this is going to be re-examined, and different, I think there will be a different declaration made by a different coroner, quite possibly, male coroner. Something with her vehicle, you know? Also, and I think things of value that were in there, things that may have been missing, I'm sure. But I'm feeling like there's a man and an adult woman. And it could be a young man and an adult woman. I think they may have come around her or lured her. And I feel like she was really, preyed upon. I do not feel like she knew that she was in danger at all, especially with the Fool card. So, just innocent as can be. This is so sick. So I hope that they find these people. They are living with anxiety because they know that they manipulated the situation. They're concerned. There is anxiety for the people responsible. Very selfish. And I think their time now is closing. Their window is closing. They may have gotten away with that, and they think, we've gotten away with it, but they don't count on somebody here getting an upper hand. And this could be somebody that's a detective. This could be somebody that's part of her family. But I see somebody that matters getting strength. Typically this card's associated with law, and here we have justice. And the Hierophant, I believe that justice will be sought. I think that justice will, this case will get looked at again. It's going to maybe take a bit more time than we'd like, but I think it will more extensively be pursued more seriously. People need to bring it back up, keep it up in the spotlight, and demand it be gone over again. Because there's two other people. She also had a twin, okay? I'm not saying that this is her twin, by the way, that is responsible, but that was one thing. She did have a twin. And I feel like her twin feels very lonely and having to create a new life without her. Is that what I feel like I'm being shown? That's gotta hurt. That's gotta be very weird for a twin. 10 of Pentacles of the family. And I think the family will get the truth and be able to do something even more further with the law that's impacting. So I think at the end of the day this may get solved, but I see it having to be, revitalized. Yes, definitely will be looked at again, reinvestigated, because there's been deceit, and there is somebody that lacks a conscience with regard to this. Her father, 10 of Wands, this is a real burden for him. He's overwhelmed with this. This is not fair what they've done to him. And his daughter. I think this is acknowledging her as on the cusp. The Queen of Cups. Because she'd be Pisces or Aries. And taking her life. Taking what was most secure. It's fine, take her things, but don't take her life. Is what I'm getting from her dad. Okay, her security. And this is criminality, this is fighting, this is physical for Empress. I don't know. Is it you could ask, is this to do with a mother figure, or is this to do with generalized sense of wealth that she might have had? That's possible. So I think she was trying to get away. So that's what I have on her for right now. I do see her case getting solved, but it's going to take a little more time.